I get my fuel from staying in your presence. These gifts I bring presents. Wouldn't be possible without God teaching me lessons. When you bring the fire, you're ready to catch this heat. Checklist, unrest, pandemic, protests, politics, schools closed, churches go, more virtual, less face-to-face, less personal. I gotta ask, why are we fighting over masks? Right in the middle of a pandemic, you're in it, I'm in it, we're in it, masks worn, lives torn, and we keep tearing each other apart. A divided house will never finish the mission, it will stay stuck, distracted and destroyed before, during, and after the start. We keep lighting up the blue, but can we be balanced too? We can't stay silent when we are shooting each other in our living rooms, bedrooms, in the community, in the schools, in the drive-thru. Stray bullet missed this mark again, and it keeps breaking the hearts of family and friends. By the way, we can address many injustices simultaneously at the same time. Hate check, racism check, crime check, police brutality check, fatherlessness check, housing inadequacies check, healthcare deficits check, unemployment and underemployment check, education inequities check, a bevy of disparities check, homicides check, non-fatal shootings check, crime and violence check, poverty and bouncing checks check, Sunday morning segregation around the nation check, the sheer uttering disdain and disrespect towards God check. Here's some more rhetoric. Who's teaching? Who's making policies? Who's policing? Who's keeping certain groups confined within red lines structured by designs? Fact check the historic timelines. Who's judging? Who's mean mugging? Thinking some of us are meant for this horrendous treatment? Who's the doctors? Who's handing out sentences like candy? Who's the dentist? Man, these times will require fire. Cancel culture has gone too far. One day you a star, make a mistake or offend someone, and the next day you cancel, banned and barred. Keyboard activists have a knack for this, hidden behind screens, memes and hashtags with regular routines of being vicious and mean. These unseen hypocrites beg for grace when they make a mistake, but don't want to give it when your reputation is at stake. I get my fuel from staying in your presence. These gifts I bring presents. Wouldn't be possible without God teaching me lessons. When you bring the fire, you're ready to catch this heat. Checklist. Why are many more concerned about the White House while their house is a mess? By the way, it doesn't matter who's the president when a victim, self-centered and selfish mindset takes up residence. We get timid and hesitant to bring the heat. Check. Some people keep historically and categorically placing POTUS over God. Stop it. Just stop this with a swiftness. Whose feet are swiftly marching in the streets, crushing it on the blacktop and concrete outside the home, yet relatively quiet within the home, having a tendency and propensity to ignore their own. Can't get some to march into their child's room and read a book, march up to the school and get involved because you're busy, overlooked. Heroic feats start and finish with the feet in the home and in the faith, but far too many in the house have feet that are obsolete. Look and contemplate and open up your real eyes and realize I get my fuel from staying in your presence. These gifts I bring presents. Wouldn't be possible without God teaching me lessons. When you bring the fire, you're ready to catch this heat. Checklist. Let me say this about all of the statements. Don't make this if you're gonna fake this. Some are making statements out of peer pressure and fear pressure, afraid others will look and listen and begin to see their true colors and hear better. The latest senseless atrocity has so many coming out the woods with apologies. Time will reveal if this is heartfelt or hypocrisy. Will your statements be the start of a root level movement or just another mockery? Isn't it odd when they were alive, society treated them like a nuisance, senselessly killed in front of worldwide eyes? Now all of a sudden many are marching in the street with multiple message agendas and movements. When they were living, many refused to invest in their improvement. Check how they went to school with so many inequities but have to compete with the so-called best of these, only investing in them if they can benefit you. Don't get me started with how society will cheer for you, care for you, rock your name on the back of jerseys and pay plenty to see you perform because you're a good sport too. Then when you mess up, come for you in the court of public opinion using power tools. Let me bring some more heat. Check. I'm pleading the 3 fifths. To all who keep denying that we don't have racist roots in America. Tell me, why were bodies hanging from trees like strange fruit? Why were people posing for pictures while people were smiling in the background lights? Cameras, actions were sickening, still sickening. Shoot. Stop ignoring the roots. Check the facts of what history have shown. I want to learn, that's why I study my own and other people's histories, and I have grown. Fast forward to the present, and the recordings on our cell phones have started a revolution of their own. Revelation comes unexpectedly sometimes. At pivotal times, clarity can hit you in a grocery store line. Often a deep level of understanding and wisdom will manifest right in the middle of very hard times. Thank God through it all. What have you learned? What have you discerned? In addition to all the good times and joyful sunshines, life is tough. Life will be full of some rough, unexpected storms. People will toss and turn on you, burn you, scorn you, take the whole you and tear you up in pieces and give you back the torn you. Kernels picked off the corn on the cob you. I'm trying to warn you, even though many raise their right hands and swear and sworn you, saying I will serve, protect, and all that. Words that are meaningless when the fire is hot. All of a sudden their words and actions are born, giving birth to utter contempt and disrespect. Sound the alarm. I get my fuel from staying in your presence. These gifts I bring presents. Wouldn't be possible without God teaching me lessons. When you bring the fire, get ready to catch this heat. Checklist, spoiler alert. Some of you will open up your real eyes and realize fuel and fire and heat are connected.